Hello everybody, Tuesday Tips from the Pro, Matt Check here. Today we are going to go over a few terms that you may hear in the golf swing, and the terms are laid off or across the line. We're going to go over the difference of the two. Is one better than the other? And what that means. So before I get started, I want to show you that on a golf club, if you hold it right about here, that's going to be the center of mass of that golf club. Okay, that's an important part to know kind of for this lesson today. So I actually grabbed a club here and I have put a ball right there on the center of mass. So as you take a golf swing, somebody that takes the club back and that center of mass gets over here, that's what they call laid off. Somebody that gets the club over there would be across the line. Now, yes, we want it to be right on the hands. That would be in a perfect situation for what we're doing. But a lot of people, more often than not, tend to get the club slightly laid off, in my opinion, for the higher handicappers that I see. And let me show you what the center of mass does comparatively. So if we set up for a golf shot, I put a ball down here and I take a backswing. We want to take the butt of the club kind of as far away from that ball as possible. So this isn't as far, this isn't as far. So if you went on that diagonal line as far away as you can go, that's going to get you into this spot. Now that's a good, nice turn, getting deep on the backswing. But the line I want you to see is the line from the butt of the club to the ball. Okay, so what happens is, as you see this, if I go across the line in transition, most of y'all can agree with me that we start with turn and pressure forward. So the grip of the club is actually going to go down this blue line. Okay? So what you see is that if this butt of the club goes down the blue line, the center of mass is going to kick, or shallow, as most of y'all have heard, right on the plane. Now what happens for somebody that's laid off? Well, they got to go this way to get back on plane. So they're still going to go down the blue line, but they're going to see the center of mass move over the top, as some people say, but they're both on the same plane. But which is better than the other? Again, I would rather you be right down the line, so it just naturally comes right down the line and we can do it one plane swing. But if you're somebody that gets laid off and the club works this way, this is going to hinder our golf swing more than somebody that's across the line and goes this way. So in my opinion, if you had to pick one of the two, I would pick across the line, just so the center of mass works into a shallowing fashion. Because what happens is with the elbow, if I get the club across the line, the elbow is actually going to work internal. Well, it's actually external rotation. As my hand works around, my elbow is going to work in. That's better than somebody that works this way and the elbow gets stuck away from them. So let me preface this with, make sure you get the club on line going back, and if you get the club on line going back, then we can work on this. So you don't want to be in and across the line. So as long as you get the club on line, then we get it to the top. Let's try to limit the laid off and working this way. So if I set up for a shot, you always have to be here. A lot of people will go in over the top. That's going to make way too much timing. So we're here, and then, yes, this is perfect, but this is better than this. As you see, if I go to the top, I want the ball to work this way, elbow to work in, instead of laid off to working back this way. And watch what my elbow does. Elbow works out, which causes a stand up, arms extending too soon. We go and hit a few shots here. And just know that I would like to see the club barely off the left of the hands, not to the right. If they're on the hands, fine. Or over here is okay in my opinion too. You want to hit a couple more, and you can see that if I get the club slightly across the line, I'm going to be in a better position for that center and mass to shallow. Then if I get here, try to keep it in, then it's going to leave it out to the right or hook back. So make sure you're getting enough hinge to get the club slightly over here so that we can go ahead and let it shallow naturally as we swing down the blue line instead of here and over the top. This would be hard to make the club shallow. It's going to come over, then you're going to have to stand up. So it's okay to be slightly across the line so that the center of mass works this way. Quick tip today. Thank you for watching.